tomorrow is a first alert weather day because the heat index is expected to be at or slightly above 100 degrees. This is a change from our previous forecasts. We last week thought that, okay, it's going to be Wednesday, Thursday. Well, on Monday, we dropped the first alert weather day for Wednesday because today doesn't look like it's going to be that impactful. Still hot, but not as humid. And then this morning we decided, okay, we're getting a better picture of what's going to happen on Friday. And so we've decided to drop the first alert weather day for the heat on Friday. So we're just now focusing on Thursday with those feels like temperatures at or above 100 degrees. And today, the actual air temperature is not expected to be too far off from what we're going to experience tomorrow. Throughout the lunch hour, we'll be in the low 80s this afternoon, climbing into the upper 80s. And I think pretty much everybody gets to about that 90-degree mark, maybe some upper 80s here or there, but I think we get to about 90 degrees. And the feels like temperature for today is only expected to be in the low to mid 90s. So while that might impact one or two people, it's not a huge concern when we've only got feels like temperatures in the low 90s. But then the actual air temperature is going to be in the low 90s, about 92, 93 degrees on Thursday, which isn't that different than what we're going to experience today. But like we like to say in the Midwest, it's not the heat, it's the humidity. The darker shades of green moving towards us indicates that more moisture in our atmosphere. That's moving towards us. So you can see dew points today in the upper 60s. That's in that humid range, but not too bad. Kind of typical of summer. But then once we see those dew points climb into the low to mid 70s, that's when it starts to really feel tropical. That's when the effects of the heat really are amplified. And you can see the future heat index, those feels like temperatures for tomorrow afternoon, going to be about 10 degrees warmer than what the feels like temperature is expected to be today. So that's why we've issued that first alert weather day for just now Thursday, because that looks to be the day where the heat is most impactful. And then we see our next weather system move through sometime Friday morning, Friday afternoon, and we expect that to tamper down the heat for Friday. So the feels like temperature on Friday only expected to be maybe in the low to mid 90s. So that's below that first alert criteria. So just keep in mind over the next couple of days, listen to your body. Try not to spend a huge amount of time outside because that's when you're going to start getting some heat stress on your body. You might experience some dizziness, headaches, things like that. So just keep in mind this information over the next couple of days. Check on the elderly, check on children. Make sure to never leave your pets in hot cars. Never leave your children in hot cars either. I shouldn't have to say it, but I know there's been a number of children left in hot cars this year across the United States who have unfortunately passed away. So I talk about this all the time in the heat. Never leave your pets, never leave your children in the car. Those cars can heat up really quickly. If you have to spend or want to spend time outside, make sure to drink plenty of water, have ways to cool off, wear light-colored, loose-fitting clothing. And the best bet is just, if you're able to, go inside. Take a break from the heat for a couple of hours and then resume your outdoor activities. If you're somebody who has to mow the lawn over the next couple of days, I'm pointing at myself, I've been neglecting it a little bit. Try to do that either early in the morning or later in the evening. That way you're avoiding those peak heating hours of about 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So that's going to do it for this late morning update. So what's next? Well, like I said, Thursday is a first alert weather day. But we have slightly cooler weather for the weekend, but we're also tracking scattered rain, shower, and thunderstorm chances for Friday and Saturday, which that Friday chance is what's going to help keep things a little bit cooler. So first alert meteorologist Michael Morinelli is going to talk more about the heat, what we can expect through the weekend in terms of the rain and storm chances, as well as taking a look at next week, coming up in his first alert forecast on the news at